pretty hot topic. Topic for today is rap music good or bad for the community? And if so, why? Um, I think that for right now, as far as my opinion about it is, I think that rap it has both pros and cons to it. Um, Let me get your take on it, Black, on this topic. What do you think about that? Oh, wait a minute. You're on mute. Let me take you off because you have some things going on. All right, unmute yourself.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, I got you.
All right. So rap to me, by definition, is the lyrical part, the entertainment part of the genre. Hip hop to me is the culture side of the genre. Breakdancing, graffiti, spray painting, b-boying, MCing, lyrics, DJing. It's more, how you carry yourself, your mentality you take through life, your story being articulated genuinely in art form over music. That's hip hop, but rap, it's more just isolated to me. It's more of a, a bought out type, lyrical display for entertainment purposes, not to add value to the culture or demonstrate any kind of culture. It's not for that. So rap today in this present day and time, it is destructive. It's self-destructive. I feel like rap today is definitely not meant to benefit. It's just meant to entertain, distract, things like that. Whether it's a good distraction or bad, I leave that up to the listener. But I definitely believe that it's definitely meant and is doing a great job at distracting and entertaining and look at this and look at that. And then it has some sensationalized words, subject matter, to where people just like, all right, this person said this, they took it this far, so I'm gonna take it that far. And the next person take it, and it's all worse and worse and worse as the years progress. So for that reason, I ain't with modern day rap, millennium rap. I ain't with it.
Oh, millennial rap, huh? You were specific with it, huh?
Hmm.
Well, they say the women
Most of it.
they say the women controlling the game now. You got the Meg the Stallions, the Nickies, I don't know if you consider Lizzo a rapper or whatever, but
Yeah, she a rapper.
yeah, she sings and raps.
Yeah, she
Um,
entertains. That's what
yeah,
it is.
yeah, she
They
plays the
are
flute.
entertainers.
I think she's the first rapper to play the flute, if that's the case.
She gotta do more stuff because of her,
Or the
her disposition.
right,
You know what I
maybe
mean?
it's a recorder or it's something like that, but
Yeah,
it's something of flute
you
nature.
know. Yeah, she
But
gotta bring more to the table.
I seen an article somewhere, and it was saying that the women of rap today is giving rap a bad name. Um, because you
Well,
see them in some.
no,
No, go ahead.
I ain't gonna I wouldn't say that either. I would say the men been doing a good job with that. I'm not gonna blame it on the women now that they coming and they finally getting their time to, I guess, shine, for if you want to call it
Right,
shining.
right,
You
right,
know,
right.
I would say, brothers, everything these sisters out here doing, we've been out here doing. We've been out here saying everything they saying, but just from our perspective and worse. We've been out here talking about doing this to this, that, and the third, and killing this one, and getting money and robbing people, stealing. I mean, come on, man. Ain't nothing they saying or doing that's any worse than what we was doing.
Right,
So
right.
I ain't gonna say that.
And you know what? When I seen that article, I pretty much echoed the words you just said. I mean, the men have been doing this um, since day one. They have been, doing the gangster stuff. Now they're doing the Molly stuff, the robbing, the stealing, the selling drugs. So
And now they even putting dresses on just like the women. They
yeah,
literally have done everything.
yeah, yeah, and and when I seen that, I was like, I can't say I agree with that. Now, women have their own way of because the article said that the women were uh, holding up the stereotypes of modern black women.
Well, to some degree, in my own opinion, I do believe that if you're this powerful, truly, if you at a certain level, like women are at the highest heights financially and notoriety, I'll give them that. But as far as quality of subject matter, as far as pushing the culture forward, no, they tanked. They
Mm,
tanked on that
mm.
part.
So
Yeah,
it ain't no conscious women in the industry. Is that what you're saying?
it's some conscious sisters out here. Yeah,
Like
there's some
who?
conscious ones. What's her name? Uh,
I think the one that come the closest is Lauren Hill.
nah, it's a new sister out here.
She's even more
Oh,
conscious.
nah, it ain't about like, cause ain't nobody messing with Lauren. Lauren is to me, Lauren Hill is probably top 10 MCs of all time. Lauren Hill, top 10 MCs.
I got her in the
Man,
2025 and not in the top 10, but that's another
well,
story. But
I'm
we'll
just
get to the
saying her.
list later, y'all. We'll get to the list later. But go ahead.
Yeah, yeah, but it's a couple of them. Rhapsody is one of them. Rhapsody, you familiar with Rhapsody?
It sounds familiar.
Yeah, and I can't think of the other sister names. It's not like Cisco or something like that, but it's Ciroc. That's her name.
So
Ciroc. She
okay,
mean. She mean.
okay.
Bars. Nothing but bars. Her delivery is crazy. I mean, she beautiful. She got long locks. And she don't look like she'll murder you, but she'll murk most of these cats out here.
For
Yeah, she
real.
hard. She hard
Yeah.
for real. And she constant. I seen her on one track with Thought, with Black Thought. I was like, all right, then. Thought done stamped her. He stamped Rhapsody too. You know what I mean?
Mm,
But it's always these situations where you got to really struggle to find these quality type MCs. You know what I mean?
hmm.
Because they're not stripping every time they get behind the microphone. You know what I mean? They're not
Right.
popping nothing. They're not trying to distract you with their whackness, with showing you they know what I'm saying? Their nipples and whatnot. So,
Too sad.
it is what it is. Yeah, but women out here is just as, Ciroc is she I'm telling you, she colder than most most of these cats out here. Rhapsody too.
Really?
But Rhapsody got more notoriety. But Ciroc, yeah, she'll body these cats. Go deep into her albums, you know what I mean? Like listen to what she owns. Her
Uh-huh.
content is relevant. Her delivery is crazy. You know what I mean? Her lyrics is sharp, precise lyrics. Like she cold with it. And she got the look. You know what I mean? Got the long locks, you know.
Right.
She's aesthetically like pleasing to the eye, easy to look at. Like, come on, man. She's supposed to be up them charts crazy by now. Only reason why she ain't is because she not here to entertain in the same way that these other sisters entertain. She a MC, and there's a difference. See what I'm saying?
Mm.
So you know, and people may disagree with me. That's cool.
So
You know,
are you saying she's pretty conscious though, or she just got mean bars?
I'm saying it's a balance. I'm saying it's a balance of both. You know what I mean? She know how to. Everybody know how to like, you know, get a little ratchet or whatever. You know, and just go in and out of that. You know what I mean? It's another one too. It's another one too. I can't even think of her name right now. She a Muslim sister. Uh, real high yellow. Just I'm talking about. Just she crazy with it. Real smooth. Nothing aggressive about her at all. She's as soft as a marshmallow. but she's smooth and cold. You know,
Have you heard
ain't no
that
but.
rapper Lakia?
Cold as she wanted.
Lakia from
Lakia
Milwaukee?
from Milwaukee, yeah.
Yeah.
I checked her. I checked her.
Yeah. She pretty dope.
Yeah, she all right, but she, there's a lane though, and I can't stand the lane, you know,
The what?
the lane,
Mm-hmm.
the lane that everybody seems to have to be in order to function. I don't respect the lane, when it's coming from like
highly, sexualized or whatever, or what is it?
Yeah, it's just highly derogatory. It's highly negative.
Right.
Whatever negative, anything negative, and you got a shot. Yeah, anything negative. It could be, I just do drugs and that's it, or I just kill and that's it, or I'm just sexy.
And that leads to the the topic of today is rap good or bad for the community? Like if we cut off all rap right now, will we be better off?
I would say so. I would say yeah.
Wow.
Starve these cats of all this perspective. Starve them of perspective. Because I'm telling you, man, when I first heard dope man, from about late 80s, that brought perspective. I wasn't selling no dope. You know what I mean? I wasn't no dope man. But I'm like, dang, this what they own? And they was living, to some degree, them lives. Not all of them in that group, but I'm just talking about there's people out here who had to live those lives. And when you bring that to the forefront, which, by the way, NWA, in my opinion, was moved into position to entertain you and get you away from the content of consciousness that Public Enemy was bringing at the time.
Well, no, I just think they had a different story, and they was telling their story from the West Side.
I think. Well, this is why I say that. This is why I say that, because there was a lot of conscious cats that was gangster. Just Ice, Rakim. He ran with the illest mob, illest clique in New York at the time, in the Supreme team. The leader of the dude named Supreme. He's still locked up. His son is out, but Supreme team ran things in the late 80s and Rakim was right there with him. The original 50 Cent was on the Paid in Full album. The original real 50 Cent was on Paid in Full album, Rakim. I'm talking about Rakim Allah. Yeah. He was on the original album. He was in the video.
How? I don't
the original 50 Cent. The dude who called himself 50 Cent first is who I'm talking about.
Oh,
he was on his
the
album.
50 we know today.
Not the new one, the entertainer. No, not him. I'm talking about the real gangster, the dude that 50 got his name from.
Okay.
Yeah, he was kicking it with the conscious cat. Because it was gangster to be conscious in those days. It was gangster. If you knew something and you could throw these, all right, enough said, right? But now it's just if you could shoot something. So
right, but okay, so we will be better off, but how? Like how would the community change?
I mean, what do you mean? The killings will go down. The baby mamas and baby daddies will go down, right? I'm talking about
do we have killings and baby mamas before rap?
Yes.
Okay, yes. So how you figure that's gonna go down?
Well, our perspective makes it cool to do it. That's how. We make it cool to do that. If you do that, first thing you want to do is rap about what you did. And then everybody else salute you for that. Oh yeah, you did that. Oh, he did that. Everybody want props.
You know what KRS wrote about or rapped about? Self-destruction. You're headed for the self-destruction. So did people heed to that and they chilled out?
No.
See, this is what I'm
But if they
saying.
would have,
So,
if they would have, we wouldn't even be having this conversation. It wouldn't be a problem. It wouldn't be an issue. It wouldn't be on the table. Is what I'm saying. They didn't. That's why we're talking about it.
but okay. Now I know there were some cases back in the day where there was some guys who was trying to blame their the things that they did, you know, on rap music, and I think they did it just to try to get out of the crime, to be honest, which was kind of lame.
No,
You know?
that's weak. That's weak.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna blame. Like if I actively go out here and do something because of what I heard, I'm just a weak dude. I'm a weak person. I'm weak.
Right.
I mean, I'm a, you know,
Just joining us is
all of
Ski.
that.
He entered in the house. Ski, the topic for today is rap bad for the community, and the reasons why it's good or bad for the community. But I think that you know, is there anything else, I guess, besides sports that gave people an avenue to make some money? Because it's through sports and entertainment for the most part.
Well, that's a different topic right there, though.
Not really, because that lends to what good is it doing? You know what I mean? And the good is you have another avenue for people to make extra money. Now, obviously, there are some billionaires and some millionaires who came out of that industry, but there are also some, you could call them thousandaires who we don't even probably know, but it's making a decent living off of rap. You know what I mean?
Yeah, let's Ski ask.
So go ahead, Ski. What do you think about that, man?
Think about what?
Think about the culture. Do you think that rap is good or bad for the culture, and what are your reasons why?
Well, they created rap music, you know, because for a reason.
Government? You say they. Who's they? The government?
Well, you know, the same people that control Bitcoins is the same people that control the rap industry. Dig that.
Bitcoin, huh?
Yeah, the shit coins. Yeah, like I said, you think they controlled by some
Natoshi. Natoshi is a rapper. Natoshi is the first MC.
Whatever, you know, wherever he at, wherever he dwelling at, you know what I'm saying? He ain't.
We don't talk about that too, though. But go ahead.
They can shut it down now. Okay, now any MC that I listen to, he's not on the radio. The radio suckers never play me. You know, that was my dude. You know what I'm saying? Something happened. Yeah, something happened. I don't know what happened, but you know, the powers that be again. You know, fight the power. You know, fight the power. That's what we're trying to do. But we can never fight that power. That power is strong. You remember, man? But nobody don't see it. You know, the happy ones that get into that now. I never sell my soul. They never sell their soul, huh? Dig that. Mm-hmm. You got rappers like with names like Juicy and Fruity and Baby and Tootsie and shit like
Tootsie
that. You know,
and Lil Baby and
Lil Thought and you know, come on now. This is where we going with this?
All these Lils, these LILs.
Yeah. It ain't the same. It ain't the same no more.
Yeah. I think the first one was Lil Wayne, and then it seemed like everybody started to bite the whole Lil Wayne name. You know what I mean? And they start putting Lil in front of their
That's they follow.
Yeah, you can unmute yourself, Black. Yeah, but I think that you got a point. Now you say we can't fight the power. What power are you talking about? The Satoshi Nakamoto, or the government, or what that created rap? Do you think it's a machine that's geared towards working against us? Oh, you on mute, Ski.
Yeah, well, let me answer. Yes, there is. Absolutely, emphatically. There is. There
Unmute
has
yourself,
to be.
Ski. Yeah, go ahead, Black.
There has to be. If there has to be, there has to be a top and there has to be a bottom. We broke commands. It's just my personal thing. We broke commands that would guarantee that we go to the bottom of society as a punishment. And as a result of that, that's the experience that you know, we have to endure up until the time where we're delivered out of it. But yeah, in the short, yeah, there's definitely every policy, every law that's implemented, in my opinion, is directed to, in some way, shape, or form, fractionalize our culture, break us a little bit more at a time in increments. Because if you don't know you in a war, if it's a quiet war, you don't know you at war. So your guards is down, and all you do is you on your heels, you playing defense the whole time. You don't understand that the music is weaponized.
Now you say it's weaponized, but who writing
I
these
just let her
bars?
in.
Who's writing these bars? Who's putting this music out there?
The ghost right. The ghost government.
The ghost government, huh? Yeah, I mean, what do you think about that, Black? You on mute again. So expand on what you were saying again. Unmute yourself.
Yeah, what it is, listen, man, they have weaponized our music against us. Something that had a movement behind it. People was protesting. People was, in the late 80s, people had more of a appreciation and respect for doing knowledge and building and trying to learn something about who they was and themselves and their culture, where they came from, whether they was right or wrong. It was more respected then than it is now. So
but we the ones writing the bars, though. We the ones putting this music out.
We writing the bars to some degree with the cosign of the person signing the check. Because if he don't sign that check to clear that music, it ain't getting published, it ain't getting out there. So it don't matter. They have a criteria. It was a meeting in the 90s, in the mid 90s, that changed the whole game. You can look it up. There was an unofficial meeting in the 90s. And the meeting consisted of all the heads and the CEOs of the music industry and influential people at the time. And they had to sign disclosures and everything. Don't speak about nothing you're seeing. Nothing you about to hear. You can't, non-disclosure. You can't talk about it. So pretty much they told the people in that room, we're gonna start funding your albums. All your albums, we're gonna back you. We're gonna put money behind your albums. But we got a criteria. We're gonna need your artists to rap about drugs, gang violence, sex. We need those three things. And if you can do that, if you can do that, then we will fund your artists as a silent partner. We'll help these albums to clear, because on the back end, what they didn't tell them was they were putting millions and millions into a prison system and stock into prisons all over the country.
Yeah, because that's what I was going to ask you. Do you feel like this is rap music is a tool designed to program, especially our minds, the black male minds, to
100%.
do things,
100%.
to do, like almost a pipeline of prison mentality.
100%.
What you think about that?
It's been weaponized.
Yeah, that's where they're going with it. It's definitely a weapon, and from experience. You know where I'm at.
Right.
Kill City, where they run over children.
Right.
That's what they be listening to. They be listening to something that they really don't know what they're listening to. It's just loud and it comes out like it's rap, but it's just they thinking this. I don't know what it is. I know what it is, but the MC is he his whole soul is taken over. You know what I'm saying, by that melody or whatever it is. You know what I'm saying. They have it turned up in their car. It be loud. It be on play. And they driving down the street doing 1,000. You know what I'm saying.
Right,
about to kill me. They're about to kill me.
But how are you putting that on rap though, bro?
I'm not putting it on rap. I'm not putting
it on
rap.
I will say this.
But just think, if you was riding down your street, the street, one of them, they doing 1,000, like I just said, it's from experience. And you listening to, let me say, Otis Redding. No, I don't think so. You won't be doing 1,000 down the street listening to Otis Redding.
But I know that music is an emotion changer. That's really basically all it is. It's like a listening drug. The ones because it change your emotions.
Behind the super extra dark tent, but the ones I do see, they in a whole mode, dancing, they having a seizure or something in their car. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real, you driving, ain't you?
Yeah, but you can say that about rock music. You can say that about all kind of other music. I mean, you could say blues make you depressed.
But the thing is,
country make you crazy. Think of your wife cheating all the time.
We're talking about rap.
I know, but I'm trying to make the comparison so that you can understand that all music has its.
The thing is this.
Things.
Listen, this is the thing though. The difference is, them cultures don't self-destruct. They don't have them people going to jail, murdering each other at the rate to where you can see the jump, because what you're not understanding is the same time they had that meeting, your boy Sleepy Joe and Clinton signed that 3 strikes you out rule in '94. So what that did was that allowed for a whole bunch of cats to just get railroaded because they made a mistake here and there, and they was threw away. So that started stocking up the numbers in prison.
Well, it's a lot of cats who sing country, man, that go that are
one thing
killers.
One thing I can say is
that listen to country.
One thing I can say is that
and hard metal, heavy metal. Go ahead, Ski.
So back in the day when an artist, said something over the track, he probably got indicted for that. This is what you're doing. We finna take you. We finna send you to jail. You's a rapper, and you out here talking about selling drugs. You handling guns. You doing this. You doing that. And that's what these rappers is talking about today. You know what I'm saying? They can go away with it. But as soon as you say something about a happy person or a person that caught the vapors or something, then they're gonna shut you down. What's for real?
Yeah, I remember Dave Chappelle saying something to the point of like, you can
heavy censorship.
Yeah, heavy censorship. You can say something to, it's okay to say killing blacks and this, that, and the third, but when it comes to the community, that's or the Jewish community or whatever, then they
or the
shut
happy
it down.
people.
Yeah,
Anybody,
yeah.
Which is my point. It's all aimed. All the policies, all the laws are somehow designed to impact us negatively, to fractionalize our culture. That's my whole point.
What would you bring up to, Black?
1,000 examples.
What would you listen to, Black, if they got rid of rap? What would you listen to?
I'll listen to hip hop.
No. That's rap. What would you listen to?
No, it ain't rap.
Hip hop is a culture. Rap is the art form.
Exactly. I would listen to my culture. Rap is just entertainment. It's just rhythm. It's just rhythm and poetry. Technically, is rap. Rhythm and poetry. That's the acronym.
Okay, so what's the name of that genre other than rap?
Check me out. It's not poetry no more. What they doing is not poetry. So I would listen to poetry. I would go to the real rap.
Spoken
this
word?
Ain't real rap. I would listen to KRS. I would listen to Black Thought. I would listen
No,
to
that's
Kyrie.
rap. That's rap.
That's
That's
hip
rap.
hop.
That does not. No,
listen,
no, you can't
it's
listen to that
encompassing.
anymore.
What?
No, what I'm saying is, if they took away all rap, you can't listen to that anymore because that's rap. What would you listen to without rap? I'm talking about KRS. I'm talking about Big Daddy Kane. I'm talking about P. I'm talking about rap. All rap. I'm past and present.
I would listen to, yeah, I would definitely do spoken word.
That's not a music form, though.
Slam sessions. Well, if they took that away somehow, if, you know, whatever, they took that or whatever. Yeah,
what would you listen to, Ski?
I mean,
they took rap away. What you listening to? What's in your
music is
your player? What you streaming?
Music is, that's for the truth. But I'd probably listen to some, just some instruments. Just play it.
Instrumentals.
Instruments, yeah. Just some good instruments. Music. Just some music. Gotta be nobody, singing something about anything. Something happy or something sad or nothing. Just some music.
What would you listen to?
I probably would go. I heard some songs in Africa that I liked, Jamaican songs.
You heard Jamaican songs in Africa?
No, I'm saying either or. I'm saying
no. What you heard was Afro beats, which is what I would be bumping.
Yeah,
African
rap.
Afro beats. Yeah.
I heard some African rap I like. It looked good ass.
So tell me this, y'all. What is there anything good about rap?
Still trying to figure it out myself, man. I'm talking about this version of it. I'm still trying to figure it out.
I mean, it's I want to say it's a multi-billion dollar. I'm thinking multi-billion dollar,
and that's the one thing that frustrates me the most, man. You know how long it took me personally to write one full song? It took me probably over a month to write one full song because I was erasing. I would go back, I go to the thesaurus, the dictionary, and I'll rewrite something else. You know what I mean? Like, no, that ain't gonna fit. Because the timing ain't right. I was trying to be meticulous when I was writing. Like, I wanted full impact. Like, I wanted you to really understand that where this thing came from. I wanted the place it supposed to feel it. You know what I mean? That's what I wanted. Like, this gotta be heard right here. Yeah, this got to be heard. Like, this stuff here, it don't have to be heard. Anybody.
When you say this stuff here, you talking about modern rap or all of it?
Yeah, I'm talking about. I guess you can call it like trap rap.
Trap rap is crap.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Basuda, man. It's Basuda. Like, and no disrespect to the cats who are forced to live that life in their mind. If they was tricked to live that life, because everybody who deep off in poverty and deep off in the hood, they don't all have that. They don't share that same experience. So I mean, that's a choice. Some of these cats they cave under that pressure to where they have to live up to a certain social status to where I ain't the one to be messed with, and everything that come with that, come with drama. It come with being in them streets. It come with, but it's based off of scarcity and insecurity. If we're going to keep it a buck, that's what it's based. That's the foundation of all that, what they call toxic masculinity. I don't call it that.
Right.
But all I'm saying is them cats who putting in all that fake work, because I beat up bullies before. Real street dudes who call themselves vice lords or who call themselves whatever. I choke them cats smooth out. Beat them smooth up in front of they dude, right? In front of them, and it's documented. And them cats now these will be the cats though that get on wax and rap and brag about victimizing somebody else.
Dudes
now me being
don't fight
conscious,
no more, man.
Me being conscious, You ain't never heard me write a bar about it. But I beat them cats smooth up more than once. You know what I mean?
Ski,
Like I bully cats like that.
I got you. Hey, Ski, what is there anything good about hip hop, man? Can you find anything redeeming about the genre?
Or what do they call it? The origin, right? The origin.
What?
Of hip hop, the origin.
What about it?
Okay, it was designed. This was designed. You know, we can go all the way back to the Grandmaster who designed it. You know, the ones that put them up, and you know, the ones that put the powers that be again. You know, so this was all designed. You got to think that, you know, like all of these dudes that do got a record deal. You know, they out to be the you know, like you call Bill Gates and Elon Teflon and what's the dude named, the dude in the wheelchair, Steven Adams and all them. Hawkins. Heroes. They the superheroes now.
Stephen Hawking.
They the ones that the kids is looking up to and, you know, emulate and want to be like, you know. They rapping their music, you know, kill, shoot, steal, rob, you know, bitch, this, that, you know. Them the ones now, you know what I'm saying? This, I even hear the little kids, you know, rapping the dead man music, you know, like I'm killing shit, you know, I'm doing shit, I'm hurt, I'm out to hurt shit, you know what I'm saying? Babies, you know, lyric for lyric.
But,
you know,
now they went so far. Now is I heard some. I'm talking about this though. They was talking about they was on demon time with it now. That's the time they on. I'm on demon time. That's a real thing now. They going all the way there to show you and expose exactly what this thing was all about. The whole rip, like they on demon time with it. The worse they get. I mean, that's always been the thing. Like, okay, I put somebody, you know, I got one body. Next dude comes, you know, he got about 4 or 5 bodies, so he get a little bit more respect, you know. But at the end of the day, it's wicked, it's evil, it's self-destructive.
But tell
me
this,
it's popular, though. and they putting big money into it. But they funding the mess out of it.
How come all of the top rappers, the ones you hear on the radio, you know, they all dyed their hair blonde. They all is, you know, they blondies.
I don't know about that. But y'all, just for the record, y'all know neither one of y'all answered the question, but that's cool.
Which one of them top rappers that's on the radio right now, hair ain't blonde?
I don't know, man. You know, trends come and they go. Skinny jeans was a thing. Blonde hair, tattoos.
That's that's fashion now, huh?
Well, yeah. Well, I mean, to this new generation, man. You know,
these dudes are just entertainers. They are wicked, demonic entertainers. They ain't got nothing to do with hip hop at all. That's not my culture. So they don't speak for me.
So there ain't nothing good about the genre. Nothing at all.
Dude, I'm trying to think. What's good about it? I mean, you could pay somebody to self-destruct, but is that a good thing because he got a lot of money to do it?
But is that all it brings is self-destruct? Don't it bring some kind of joy to some people in some kind of ways, or at least empathy? Like Dear Mama, right? Like Brenda got a baby, stuff like that.
We ain't talking about Dear Mama.
No, we are, because that's a part of rap. So what I'm saying is, don't that have some redeeming qualities when people can relate to what you're talking about, and so that you know you're not alone in this world? You can
well, if you spit that, yeah, that has redeeming value.
You know, there was some conscious rappers out there too.
Of value.
You had the Dead Prez, you had
obviously
Common.
We ain't talking about
that's
that.
what I was just saying.
You're not hearing me. You're not hearing.
No, because I asked a specific question and y'all went into a
they tell you a
tangent.
hero to give them a good song, give them a happy song that they can ride with. They give you all kind of happy songs. They gonna tell the hero to give them a song just like that to make everybody feel good. So they gave James Brown, I'm black and I'm proud. They smacked James Brown up and told him to go out there and sing that. I'm black and I'm proud. That ain't their music. Them government ghostwriters again. Remember?
A government ghostwriter wrote "I'm black and I'm proud." Is that what you're saying?
At the end of the day, James Brown was running down the street butt naked just like Martin was, or driving down the street butt naked, scared to death.
James Brown is not even in rap.
Coming out talking about other men, how great this man is, how great that
but
man
is. He influenced hip hop though.
Oh yeah, no doubt, no doubt. I mean, he probably the most sampled guy in hip hop. You know what I mean?
All of hip hop, early hip hop.
I got rappers coming on talking about how good the other rapper is, how sweet he is and stuff. These ain't rappers now. I mean, they is rappers. They wrapped up and loving each other.
So what if we went back to the old rap, the 80s, the 90s? We
need order.
That's a whole different generation.
Yeah,
I know, but what I'm saying is, if we went back to that, would y'all say, okay, you get a thumbs up to rap?
Then going backwards.
Is it more of a knock on the new generation and the music out now?
I'm not even gonna diss the new generation just because they the new generation. I'm saying we dropped the ball. We dropped the ball, you ask me. In the 90s, that was us. That was on our head. We dropped the ball when NWA came in and killed Public Enemy. That was, to me, that was the beginning of the end. And then you had the entrepreneurship and Eazy-E when he did what he did and had his own label. And then all of a sudden, a light bulb went off. And then you had Death Row, and then you had No Limit, and then you had, you know what I mean? Like it was a whole trickle down theory of, this type of music in the 90s is gonna get me paid, because in the 80s they wasn't getting paid like that. I'm telling you, there was a conversation that was had, and it was a quiet conversation, but all the top execs was there, and they was privy to what was gonna happen. It was gonna start getting funded, but they had to meet that criteria. As soon as they met that criteria, there you go.
They know better.
Now you got billionaires.
Is that why Jay? They say Jay invested in jails. Is that why he invested? Because he knew that he know the pipeline.
There was 3 that was trying to.
When did Jay come out?
Huh?
When was Reasonable Doubt released?
I don't know, like 95, something like that.
In the 90s. And he went where the money is, because they was funding all of them. They was funding all the labels. They was like, listen, this is the criteria.
Who was funding all the labels? Clear that up.
All right. There was a meeting.
I know about the meeting, but you don't want to be specific or what? I mean, if you don't want to, I get it. But when you say they, I want to be sure who you're talking about.
Ash went into and he was mad as a mother.
The same people who fund wars on each side, every rip. I don't care what country, I don't care what year, what century it was. The people who are funding wars on each side and guaranteeing their success as a result are the same people in some way, shape, or form who came up with the understanding that this is something powerful that needs to be contained. So the only way to do that is to incentivize the people who are running the show, because all they care about is money. The 360 deal came probably good 10 years after that meeting, something like that, 10 or 15 years after that meeting, right? The 360 deal, meaning everything you do, whether it's social media, t-shirts, merch, music, tours, whatever, I get paid from it, because you signed, I own you now. 360.
Right.
So initially it was just, all right, we got to get away from all that Spike Lee doing commercials and videos with Public Enemy. We got to get away from that. You know what I mean? These cats is talking about knowledge of self. We got to get away from that. So what can we do? So we need to entertain.
Do we got to get away from it, or do people not want to hear it no more? Because, people don't like conscious stuff. They don't like good news. They all gravitate towards bad news. Okay, let me ask you this, Ski. How is the rap industry different than the movie industry? Like, ain't the movie industry full of violence? And where's the pipeline to that? Is a lot of, Caucasian boys going to jail because they they like the X-Men or whatever the case may be. What like
job you can be in one of the movies as a rapper. You know, rappers turn to actors. That's all it is. They acting first as rappers, and then they get on the big screen. Ain't no difference. You know what I'm saying? The movies as wicked as ever. You know what I'm saying? It's something they're telling you. It's a message in the movie. What's that boy? What's that boy from Wayne's brother boy? He told you message. It's a message in all those movies. You know what I'm saying? They telling you something. People take the movies to be something, you know, like, ooh, that was a good movie. I was so happy to see that movie. But y'all didn't see what was really going on, what they was really telling you, you know, something behind that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like these rappers, there's something behind that they ass, you know what I'm saying? They ain't telling that, you know. But at the end of the day, you know, they
have either one of y'all seen the Squid Games?
Yeah, I seen an episode, you know, and
I've seen about one or two, maybe 2 episodes.
Is that could that be considered you know, detrimental to, because I think it's made in China or no, in Korea. I think it's Korea. Could that be considered detrimental to Koreans and everybody else, that movie?
Well, in my opinion, movies and music don't correlate, don't hit the same in other cultures.
I didn't hear you, Black. You went out.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I got you now.
They're intact. They don't hit the same as if they're fractionalized. We've been fractionalized. So because of that reason, it hits us different. Because we are the ones who are broken and we are the influencers, it hits crazy different. And somebody else who's used to following, you know, they're gonna follow, but it's not gonna be completely to their detriment. We already been broken down detrimentally, so it definitely is not going to impact them the same.
So why can't people learn how to separate fiction from non-fiction, like reality from non-reality? Why can't people, like, why do you have to take the music so literal? You know what I mean? If you're rapping about this, that, and the third, it's entertainment at the end of the day, just like movies is. But you, as you can make a point that is probably dangerous to young kids whose minds are impressionable. But to adults, why can't they seem to separate real from you know, fiction? And you know, why would they try and do some of the stuff that they hear? Like, I know some adults, man, they hear something about Molly or whatever, and then they want to pop Molly's or whatever the case may be.
I disagree. Just like us, what they call subliminal. They put that shit in the movies, you know what I'm saying? That shit, it enters into they call it entertainment. It's entering into your mind, you know what I'm saying? Same with the music. They play that shit, they loop that shit, you know. If back in the days, when you play an old record, you spin it backwards, you hit all that whoop, 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 devil shit up in there. So yeah, they on the same pattern. They on the same level. They fucking your head up with their bullshit. That's all I'm saying.
But here's the thing, though, Ski. I've seen on camera, I've seen many murders. I've never tried to murder anybody. You know why? Because I can separate entertainment from reality. Why can't people do that with rap?
Because you take it the happy way. Some people don't take it the happy way. They take it the ill way. You know what I'm saying? Because you got a lot of murders out here now. A lot of people killing now. You know what I'm saying? And then you got people that go to church, people that, you know, that love being happy, and that ain't gonna do no stuff like that. But you got a lot of people out here that will do that because, you know what I'm saying, they heard the helter skelter. Now they want to go in.
Yeah.
It's what's in you too. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it is what's in you. It's what you're surrounded by. It's your upbringing. It's that you know, nature and nurture thing.
Hey, but at the end of the day, there is a vessel of honor, vessel of dishonor. So some people are, you know, when they do it, it's natural to them. When we do it, it's not natural to us. But our environment has created an environment to where now it's accepted.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna wrap this episode up. Thanks, fellas. Great insight. Support the channel by clicking below, getting some of those t-shirts. We got BMR t-shirts coming out. And we also got a link to Ski's new channel that's coming out, Direct News. Look for that. If you want to support us in another way, go ahead and click the Cash App of $ Black Man Rankings and support the channel that way. And we got some more exciting stuff coming out, but this has been a great back and forth about the hip hop and the rap culture. Is there any last words you fellas want to get out?
Yeah, I got a new Clubhouse. Clubhouse is the title is going to be on everything because we're going to discuss some of everything.
Okay, that's what's
So,
up.
yeah, hip hop over everything too. You know, rap is rap, but hip hop is, you know, more or less who and what
It's the
we
culture
are.
of African Americans, huh?
It's the meal. It's not the dessert. Rap is the dessert. You know what I mean?
Right.
Not the meal.
Ski,
We're gonna
anything you
fight
got?
the power. Yeah, I'm fighting the power. I'm with Chuck D. Fight the power.
Fight the power. Dead press.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, thanks for joining us, y'all. Like I said, support the channel. And since BMR covered it, now it's official. Peace.